Jeffrey Gamer is not responsible for your game files. All mods in this tutorial have been tested and work properly. I strongly advise you back up your files as shown in this video in case you make any mistakes. I also advise you watch the full video before installing any mods. Thanks. Enjoy the tutorial. What is going on, guys and girls? Jeffrey Gamer here with another episode of LSPDFR or GTA tutorial. In this episode, I am going to show you something big. We're not going to be doing any mods or anything today. What I am going to show you, as a lot of new people have issues with, is how to get to your GTA main directory, how to pin your folder to quick access, and how to back up your files. I know it sounds like something simple, but for new people who have never done this before, this video is for them. I was in that position back in December. I didn't know how to do something as simple as copying a file. Okay, I had no idea. I didn't know the importance of it. So that's what we're going to go through. So let's get into it. First thing I'm going to show you guys what to do is, or how to do, is find your GTA main directory. Now, the second purpose for this video is whenever I do my tutorials, I always go in depth on how to do these things. Copying your files, backing up your files, getting to your main directory. I figure if I put this video, I can just link this to all of my future tutorials. That way it saves a little bit of time on recording time on tutorials, so you guys aren't watching 26-minute tutorials. I can easily shave 5-10 minutes off of each tutorial by just linking this video below in future tutorials. I'm saying tutorials a lot, I know I am. Okay, so to get to your main directory, you're going to bring up your File Explorer. Now we're going to show you how to get to your common folder and then your main directory. Okay, so bring up your File Explorer, and for me, I have it saved in my C drive. You might have it in your D drive, E drive. I have my game through Steam, so I know the majority of players have their GTA through Steam. So this is the pathway on how to get to your common folder. Okay, you're going to click your disk drive, and then you're going to double click Program Files, Steam, Steam Apps, Common. Now, this first thing you want to do right here is you're going to go to your main game, your main Grand Theft Auto, whichever one you play. If you have multiple ones, you have multiple ones. If you have just your one here, whichever one you play, you're going to want to right click it, and you're going to want to pin to quick access. Okay, and that's going to shoot it right over here. And the beautiful thing about that is, if you ever have to get to your main directory or your main directory, now whenever you bring up your File Explorer, it's right here. Boom, there it is. And you can do the same thing for your common folder. And you would do that by, let's say we go back through our program files, Steam Apps, Common right here. There's your common folder. You can always right click that and pin to quick access. So anytime you exit out of your File Explorer and you bring it up, instead of having to go through all that stuff again, all you got to do is just boom, click it, common, boom, click it. Okay, there's that little step for you. Now I need to explain real quick the importance of backing up your game files. When you first download GTA, it might be too late for you now. If you downloaded Grand Theft Auto 5 and you automatically just went right in and installed LSPDFR, all the mods, without backing up your game, your original Grand Theft Auto game, then you got to be very careful. Then it's important that before any major mods, you back up your game file. Now, what I mean with that is when I downloaded Grand Theft Auto, I made a clean copy and I named it dash clean. So if I click this, this is an untouched Grand Theft Auto file. This is how it came as soon as I downloaded the game off of Steam. There is nothing that has been put inside of this folder. Okay. Now, as I start making, mods and stuff, and your game's working great, and then something like this right here, before LA Lakers, I did a map mod where it turned the whole Maze Bank Arena into the LA Lakers arena. Changed all the flags and designs and wall. It was a pretty big file. I didn't want, that's with OpenIV, and you could save your files and all that other stuff and back them up. But what I did is I made a copy of my Grand Theft Auto before I installed that mod, in case I installed that mod and something happened where I put it in the wrong spot or anything like that. I could always just delete that. So let me give you an example. This right here is my main, the first one here is my main LSPDFR file. Okay, this is the one I play all the time. Now, if we go in here, this thing is chock full of plugins and scripts and mods. If you go to my plugins here, I've got a lot of plugins, and if you go to LS, I've got a shit ton of callouts. I've got all kinds of callouts, and I see a lot of people on message boards, that are having issues with their games crashing and that, and they say, hey man, I have this plugin, this plugin, this plugin, and this plugin. And then somebody will always say, well, you have too many plugins. No, that's not the case. When I hit my call out manager, okay, and you will literally see what you could see it here. I've got about 10 different call out packs installed into my game. I get no crashes, no lag, no issues whatsoever. There are certain call outs out there that are just, they're garbage now. They were good back when, but the creators of them don't update them anymore, and they're not compatible with the updated Rage plugin hooks or the updated LSPDFR or the updated what's the word I'm looking for? The updated script hook and scripthookv.net. Okay, those all get updated, and in the Rage Native, that's another one. Those all get updated frequently. So a lot of these mods out there that are making your game crash, you just got to look it up and see what issues people are having with their things. But as you could see, as of right now, these plugins right here that I have, I will slowly go down my list. Okay, so you can look and see what I have as far as callouts, and they all work great. Okay. And it just keeps going, and it ends at Wilderness. So feel free to pause this video, write down the callouts and such that I have, but it's up to you. So going back to your common folder, okay, before you install any major mods, what you want to do is you want to click the file, the main file you use, right click it, copy, go down here, left click, right click, paste. And what it's going to do is it's going to start, you'll see a box pop up and it'll start copying those files, and it could take up to 20 to 35 minutes depending on how many mods you have in your game. If it's a clean version of Grand Theft Auto, it's usually about 20 minutes. For me anyways. So, if I'm just gonna go somewheres or leave somewheres, or if I think about doing, I'll just, if I want to do a mod, let me just go down, let me just, copy this. And if you copy, like me, for instance, I am thinking about putting in coastal callouts. Coastal callouts, as you may or may not know, is a really big file. It's a really big mod that you're installing into your game. I mean, it's huge. Before I install it, what I am going to do is I'm going to come down here to my Grand Theft Auto 5, my LSPDFR files that I just showed you. Okay? And I'm going to right click it, copy it, and I'm going to go down here, left click, right click, paste. And I'm probably going to start that before I end this video just to show you what it's going to look like. Because if I install coastal callouts into here, and I have a new copied version down here that says I'll put before coastal callouts. If I put coastal callouts in here and for some reason something went wrong or something was put in the wrong spot and my game just totally just crashes and it's garbage, I'm just going to simply delete it, go down to the one that says before coastal callouts when I put it in there, and I'll be back to right here at step 1. So I can't tell you how many times. Yes, I can. It was 3. It was 3 times. This is the 4th time that I've had to put GTA on my computer. Because when I first started, I downloaded Grand Theft Auto, and I knew nothing about just taking that first copy and making, or taking that first install and making a copy of it. So if you have not installed Grand Theft Auto 5 yet, or you're going to be doing it soon, please, as soon as it installs, make a copy of it. Make 2 copies of it. I have enough memory on my computer to have a total of 4 copies of Grand Theft Auto, plus a few other games that I have. My son has Totally Accurate, Battle Simulator. So, always make a copy when you're going to do a big mod. Now, if you're going to do a mod that's as easy as any plugin, if you're going to put in sticky wheels or the spotlight mod, which I have a tutorial for, and sticky wheels, do you have to back up your entire game file just for these simple ones? I don't think so. As long as you follow the tutorial step by step, you should be good. And if you don't like it or if it clashes, it's something as simple as highlighting the files for, like, the files for Spotlight and just deleting them. And then your game goes back to the way it was. I usually back up my game when it's going to alter the map, my OpenIV, or my LSPDFR radio. So if you go into LSPDFR and audio and scanner, a lot of mods will alter the sounds of your vanilla radio, and it puts files where you might not know, and if you start deleting stuff, you might delete the wrong thing, and then you might not delete what needs to be deleted, and your game will still crash even though you think you took it all out. So if there's anything that usually replaces audio in my game, I will also make a copy of my current game file before I install that plugin. Okay, but plugins like these ones do not affect your audio. So I usually won't back up my game for that. But anything OpenIV, I will back it up, and that way you're covered, okay? Because I've put stuff in the wrong spots. I've done it so many times where, I mean, my game wouldn't load, and as soon as it loaded into the map, you hear that fucking beep sound that you hear, and then it says LSPDFR has crashed. I've done it so many times, and I finally just learned, or it dawned on me to back up my game file. So I actually, just like you right now, I had to watch a tutorial on how to do that, because like I said, back in December when I first got my gaming computer, I have never gamed on a computer before. I was always a PS guy, a PlayStation guy. So I thought, well, Grand Theft Auto, download it and just start throwing all these mods into it. What's the worst that can happen? No, it can get pretty bad. So always back up your files, guys, okay? And just save yourself a whole lot of trouble and a whole lot of time. And don't forget about the the quick access option, which you can throw anything over here. I even have my plugins folder, so if I ever got to go into my plugins, it's right there. And my LSPDFR, which is the where all of my call outs and such are. So it helps to put stuff in there. So real quick before I go, if you're new here and this helped you out, go ahead and hit that subscribe, hit that like button, and ring that bell. Help out a new channel. 100 subscribers, and I've got some pretty cool prizes sitting in front of me that I'm just dying to put inside of a box and mail to you, whoever that lucky winner is. So don't forget to ring that bell if you subscribe, so you can be eligible for that. And like I said before I go, I am going to make a copy of my game. So real quick, let me go over it again super fast and show you how it's done and what to look for. So I'm going to be installing something into this file right here. So I want to copy this file before I do that. So I'm going to left click, right click, copy. I'm going to go down here, left click, right click, paste. And it's going to pop up this little box right here. And I've got a lot of items that I'm copying. So this is probably going to take about 30 to 35 minutes because of the amount of mods and such that I have in my game. So depending on what you have, it might take less. And then all you got to do is just minimize this box and just let it download in the background. You can go about your way. I don't play my game while it's copying. I don't know if it's going to do anything. But, if you got to go to YouTube or read some emails, you could do that while it's doing it. Or you could just walk away from your computer and be good. So that's about it, folks. I really hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions or any ideas or, about anything else related to this or anything in particular, go ahead and leave me a message. In the description below, I also have a link to my LSPDFR Plus Facebook page. So if you have Facebook, go ahead and join that page, and you can message me on there. I get those a lot quicker than I do my YouTube messages. So if you have any issues, you can always message me through there, and I'm more than happy to help you guys out. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. Jeffrey Gamer is out.